Hey, Eric from E-Rods Customs here. We started off with this. This is the first video that me and Austin started doing, and I wanted to kind of take you guys through some of the stuff that we did earlier. I had a lot of questions. A lot of people always ask me, what's up with your garage wall and everything. So we thought we'd just take you through some of the stuff that we've done, and I'm waiting for Austin. He was supposed to be here a while ago, but he said he was sad to do something with going back in time. I'm not sure what he meant by that, but where did you come from? How'd you get in here? What the?
Let's just say the future is a terrible place.
Oh, you went to the future?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nuts.
Mission abort.
The time travel thing worked?
Yeah.
It did?
Yeah.
We thought we were making a movie prop. It actually works. Awesome. Alright guys, we're going to take you through some of this stuff that we did. We did a lot of airbrushing and painting. It kind of changed this whole corner of the garage up. Why, you ask? Well, we got into a contest. We do a lot on this Garage Journal forum, and there's a bunch of really good guys there that just like to do little contests and fun stuff, and they decided to have a paint your clock contest. And well, this is our clock. So we decided to get a little crazy, and we started off with the clock and then thought, hey, what if we just make this whole wall and everything blend into and kind of make it into a machine, if you will, and just tried some different techniques. And Austin wanted to do some airbrushing and learn how to do some of these techniques in airbrushing. So I thought this would be a cool little project for him to do some shading and shadowing and easy stencil work. So what we did is we made a ton of stencils for every little bit on to all these pieces. We made stencils for all of these and cut out every one of these holes. We'll take you through some of that stuff that we did, but this whole thing, it's painted silver and then it's sanded to make it look like there's streaky metal look to it. These are cut out with plywood and painted look like metal. And me and Austin have something really cool planned for this yet. Don't think that this is done yet.
No spoilers.
No spoilers on this one. We're gonna take you guys through that later on. That'll be at another time. Right now, that's still gonna be our blank canvas, and a lot of people asking like, what is that thing? This is our air compressor cover.
Dun, dun, dun.
We have sat and listened to this compressor for 15 years before we decided to make it really quiet. And we just welded up this frame out of steel. Brought in all recycled foam material that we found from packing materials and computer boxes and stuff, and made this sound enclosure for it. And a lot of people ask, well, if you make that enclosed, it's going to keep all the heat inside of there. So we took along the bottom and made a gap along the bottom so it sucks the cold air in there, and then made these pieces and lined them with Dynamat inside of here. And then there's two fans up there that are triggered by a thermostat, which it gets 90 degrees. The thermostat comes on, it sucks to both of the fans come on. It keeps it rarely gets warm at all in here. And then this, we brought the intake to the other side of the room to keep the sound down, because a lot of the noise from a compressor is carried out through the intake. We moved it to the other side of the room. The other side of the room was loud. So then we decided to use some glass packs and an air filter on the other side, and that quiets the intake charge down. And now you can be right inside here with this closed up, and it's not loud at all. You can talk, have a conversation, and I wish I would have done that 15 years ago. So it was all made out of recycled plexiglass also. That was all scraped up, and they were going to throw away a bunch of plexiglass, so we decided to use it. And pretty much everything in here is just all recycled materials that we had rounded up from all over the place, and try to make something different out of it. Instead of just slapping something up with some plywood, we like to try to go the extra mile and do things a little bit differently and try to bring form into function, you know, as well, so you can have something that isn't so gaudy sitting in the corners, and and still be able to function and utilize it for what it was for in the first place.
And trust me, the 13 years that I was around this thing, I'm surprised I'm not deaf right now. It was loud and scary.
So loud, and it would always kick on right when you're right next to it, like I'm surprised it hasn't done yet. And then kick on and it just scares the crap out of you. So this is just fantastic to have this. We still got a lot of work to do in here. We got all our air lines. Right now we have one hose coming off of here, and that's it right now. That's our supply for the whole shop. We have to redo all the air piping. That's coming up here soon too. But we also want to introduce you to our wall over here. And a lot of this ideas Bobby had came up with too, and we did some brainstorming one night and decided to, what can we do to tie the garage door in? And that's what we came up with, some individual safety deposit type of boxes. Thought being as we had already done the vault door, and this would be a really cool way, move out and we can shut this. Yeah, this would be a really cool way to tie everything in together. And it already had some of the function or the form that was in the door, so we decided to just go on top of that and make something. And what we're going to do is have a little contest. Also, we're going to try to figure out some details of this. But if you have any ideas for these titles that we're going to put on every one of these panels right here, we're going to put these on there and have them custom airbrushed, pinstriped with what is in that locker. So if you could come up with some great ideas, post them up, and we're going to try to figure out a little bit more on this contest, what we can do, maybe get some t-shirts or something printed up, and then if we use your idea to put on the wall, your idea is going to be on this wall for a long time. So kind of cool thing. We can get people involved with that. And this is our wall, killer clock wall we call it. This is something that we just came up with just to tie this whole garage together. Now one of the next things we're going to be doing is we're going to work on our English wheel machine, our rivet machine, and finish airbrushing this section here also. And we want to get that all tied in as well. A lot of people are always asking about this every time we post something up, and I thought this would be a great time to bring it in to show everybody what we've worked on. And this is just simple stencils that we use for most of this, and to come up with the effects for some of this stuff like this looks like it's all metal, sanded smooth, and has the grainy effect to it. And then we decided to make it a little bit more 3D looking and add some real tie bars to make it actually look like this could open and close the door that way. And we made this real, so it spins and it turns, and it's got another one on the other side. And here's our clock that we started this whole thing off. This is so we think a little bit different. Don't hate us because we think different. Oh, I hope you guys enjoy this, and now you know what that's all about. If anybody's got any ideas, feel free to let us know, because we'd really like to hear some creative ideas and keep those wheels of creativity going. That's what we're all about here, and we hope you enjoy this as much as we do, and stay tuned for our next adventures.
Please don't go to the future.
Okay. Hey Austin, how do you work this time machine? I don't remember.
Well, you're going to want to put on your glasses, and you're going to want to set the time to where you want to go by pressing the two buttons. Lift the lever up for forward time, put it down for back, and then when you're ready, press the button. But make sure the glasses is on, because of it will get... No! Wait! You left a message. It's a new website, erodscustoms.com. Go check it out.